Now that we have all of our constants that we're going to use in the provider so that we can generate the JWT token, we need to have a library that we can use to generate the token. Like right now, I don't have anything that I can use to generate the token. So we need to go grab one library that we need. It's going to be a dependency that we're going to put in the pump file, and that's going to give us access to a library that we're going to use. We're just going to leverage it to generate a token. So let's go ahead and do that. I have my browser open, so I'm just going to do Java JWT. Now there are many different libraries that implemented the specifications of the JWT for Java. Let me look at the first one. I think the first one is the one that I want. So if we scroll down on this one, so let's see here, hold on. So it says Java implementation of JSON Web Token. Let me see. I'm going to scroll down. We're going to come back up in a minute. I just want to make sure I got the right one. So let me open this link. Okay, so you can see this is from OAuth, and they're very they're very renowned in security and stuff with JSON Web Token. So I'm gonna go ahead and use theirs for the implementation, and this is their GitHub page. So let's scroll back up. So here's all the files. It's I guess open source. All right, let me look at the license here. And you can see that's the dependency. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. So that's the dependency that we're gonna need to add to our pump file so we can have access to this library and then generate the actual token that we need to generate, and all of the verification and algorithm use and all that stuff. And this is a little quick overview of how you can, we're gonna need a secret of how you can generate it. So you can go through this. The URL is right here. You can go through it if you want, but I'm gonna show you how to use it. But if you wanna, have a first look at the documentation from the people who actually created this, you can. But I already went through it. Like I was using a different implementation. I don't remember from who it was, but it wasn't this implementation. And then I just started using this one. I mean, I don't know if there's any difference. I'm sure there is. So maybe one might be more secure than another. But I wasn't like building anything that was gonna go to production or anything like that. And I needed to make sure that it was a good implementation of the specification of JSON Web Token. But I trust the OAuth people. I think they know what they're doing. They have a great website, and they have great tools, and they have built very beautiful application security solutions. So I trust them. But again, depending on the size of your application, you might want to do a little bit of digging, or maybe even reach out to them, say, hey, I have some questions. But you can see how you can get the token and decode the token. And I already went through this, but I would encourage you to do the same. You can go through it just to see how they use it. The way that I'm gonna use it is not the only way to use it. But ultimately you're gonna do the same thing. You're just gonna generate a token and decode the token when the token is passed back to you. You guys can go back and go through this. I'm not gonna go through it in this video, but I'm definitely gonna grab the dependency and go back to the project, and let's go to the pump file. Scroll down. Here's our pump file, and we can pretty much put it anywhere. So let's see, dependency. I'm just gonna place it right down there. Okay, so this is our dependency, version 3.10. So once we have that, we will have access to this library, and then we can start working on the actual provider, because we're gonna need this library first, which is why I'm doing this video first, so that you can see where I have this library, where did it come from. Because if you don't have that, once you start coding and then you try to use the library that I'm going to be using in the provider, they won't come up. You won't have code completion, you won't have all the imports and stuff. So you need to have this library first.